100% of people love it.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, so that's that gratification. That's why I do what I do. Like he's wearing the fedora. This is a guy, a photographer, walking through the aftermath of what happened in Black Wall Street of Tulsa in 1921. So 1921. And I want to give the illustration of like the devastation that happened. And I just want to better prepare myself for when these opportunities come, I don't drop the ball. A lot of times I'm just overwhelmed with information, and I got to hire the right assistants and stuff now to execute on these opportunities. Stuff like this, I'm inspired by like culture of the city. Like we grew up wearing Jordans as a kid. I remember like these shoes back in the day were $100. I was unheard of in '89.
Yeah.
People used to get robbed for these shoes. Like it was crazy, right?
Sir, welcome back to the Swish podcast. It's your boy Swish. We in Afro City. We in the Crenshaw Mall, SD to LA, where we highlight all of our amazing entrepreneurs, trainers, athletes, or all the above. So today, I have the pleasure of having a podcast with my boy, the CEO and owner of Attire, Trendsetter, the maker of these fire jackets. You can see all the fire apparel all around us. We got my boy, Mel, in the building.
Hey, appreciate the intro. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
First and foremost, thanks for allowing me to be here, and welcome to the beautiful city of LA.
We back in LA with it. So we're gonna start it off with the point guard section where we set the tone. Tell the audience who you are and what you do.
So my name is Mel. I am the founder, creator, designer of the beautiful Attire Trendsetter, which is a brand that is taking over the city, but also over the world, because we try to express awareness of love for self through apparel in the most fashionable way possible. So with that, I am from the city of LA. So as you can see here, I'm gonna just pull this jacket on. And first of all, I appreciate the purchase too.
For sure.
So literally grew up on these two streets here, which was considered West LA back in the day. Now they call it Mid City. And I went on down to celebrate the history of LA through the streets in the city. So yeah, we here. I don't know if I answered your question. I might have got away from it. My bad.
So introduce who you are and what you do. So you pretty much you set the tone. Set the tone.
That's who I am, and that's what I'm about. So yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So when you're a designer, tell us what's some of the inspirations for some of the designs that we have up here.
Yeah. So the inspiration for this obviously is from the city that I represent, the city that I'm from and proud to be from. And the rest of the collection, which is the self-love collection. It is a representation of what I really truly believe in. I know it's cliche to say it. A lot of people just want to rep self-love, just to jump on a wagon. But I've really been on this journey for a long time. I really feel like that if we can express it in the most fashionable way possible, because we're all pretty much walking billboards.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, just like how I'm sure when you walk around with that jacket, people want to know where you got it from. And how
they want to know who I am.
Exactly. It makes people like instant rock stars. So let's like put a positive message and attach it to that fashion. And that was my whole purpose, man. I really do believe that we all need to have self-love before we have anything.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I was looking at your site and you said these are walking pieces of art.
Yes.
So like, what do you start with? Do you start with the colors? Do you start with the design? Do you start with the symbols? How do you like chef it up?
That's a good question, man. Like literally everything was illustrated by hand. So I used to sketch as a kid. I'm just an artist by nature. That's my gift from God. So everything was illustrated on paper by hand. I used to sketch like pictures of like cartoon characters in art. I mean, in apparel when I was a kid, and I couldn't afford like cross colors and Kanai and all that. I used to just draw characters with the images of those characters in that merchandise. So what I do now that I'm doing my own brand is I just do the same format. I just literally illustrate everything and then bring the art to life and make it wearable. And even when we go through the B-roll, I'll show you some of the illustrations that are actually in the jackets. Made wearable.
If you look at his stories, like you see like every aspect. It's like, we're going brown right here. We're going heart right here. We're going boom. We're going the fuzziness right here. He's like so detailed. Like a lot of people think, you just sketch something. It's like there's intentionality when you're making designs. That's what's gonna give it that extra flavor to it.
Thank you. I also want to mention that I go with the highest of quality. So with my Lettermans, you're gonna get genuine leather. We also added suede in the inner
look in here. Like, you can see that.
You
can see all of that right there. Boom.
But even the upgraded versions, when we start getting into the Lettermans, oh man, that's a whole nother level. These are kind of my standard, you know, because they're more like lightweight. You can kind of move around on a daily basis, run errands, still go out and look fresh at the same time. Don't really got to change clothes if you don't want. And still have that same, like, that still confidence that, dang, I still kind of look fresh enough to kind of do whatever I want to do. And that's what the point with these bomber jackets are.
That feeds into the next question. Like, literally every time I go out, I get a compliment on this.
Oh, yeah?
Literally every time. Like, you a celebrity? Are you a hooper? Are you a baller? I love your style. Like, that's literally dope. Every time, it's like, I don't have to say nothing.
And you're from San Diego.
And I'm from San Diego. I mean, I went to UCLA, though.
Oh, okay,
like, I saw some LA vibes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they feel the LA vibe.
Okay.
But
that's
like,
dope to know.
What do you like do? Like, what do you like incorporate to like catch people's eye and attract them?
For me, I'm really like, you brought these Kobe's out, man.
Yeah.
I'm a sneakerhead. I came up in the Jordan era, so, you know, I got the J's on.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, actually, like, stuff like this, I'm inspired by, like, culture of the city. Like, we grew up wearing Jordans as a kid. I remember, like, these shoes back in the day were $100. I was unheard of in '89.
Yeah.
People used to get robbed for these shoes. Like, like, it was crazy, right? So I remember, like, the starter jacket days when we couldn't wear those in schools because it was banned because of the colors of, you know, the nature of the culture with the gangbanging and all that stuff, or whatever. So now I just wanted to take that influence that I had as a kid and kind of make it more positive, but still have that same flavor. And I'm a sneakerhead, so I would try to make stuff like that kind of represents either not just team, like my jackets are not team jackets. They represent the city. Yeah. But you might have a theme color, so you can kind of relate. Oh, it's not a Raiders jacket, but it kind of reminds me of that. Raiders are not even out here. You know what I mean? Yeah. I literally have that jacket at the Staples Center, and people will say, yo, man, where'd you get that? That's the dopest jacket. It's not even a Laker jacket. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's that. I'm just inspired by, like, the culture of LA and the culture of hip-hop, pretty much is what I say I came up on.
That's one thing I love about it. Like, it does have the LA vibe, but it's, like, original. Like, some people, like, it's like, oh, I'm just going to go straight Laker. You're like, no. Like, when I, like, turn around, you're like, oh, the city.
It's the city. It's the city. It's not Lakers. It's LA.
It's LA.
It's bigger than a team, man. It's about the whole city. So, and people told me to, like, yo, can you come to my city and do Atlanta? Can I do Texas? Can I do New York? Can I do Miami? So we're going to eventually just go nationwide with these jackets, you know, as far as representing all cities.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, going to some of the collabs. Because I see you have the LA joints. You also have, like, the Plug. You have the Black Hearts, Ace of Hearts.
Yes.
How did those collabs come about?
Okay, so the first one was the Plug. Shout out to my guy Matthias Nardi, man. He's an influence out here in LA, man, making a lot of noise on the scene for years. Like, really a G in the game when he came to that, and he's real fashionable. He's one of the first guys I met. He was like, man, I love your work.
Yeah, I was like, that's dope.
He made a purchase, just like how we met, you know. He's like, yo, I love your work, made a purchase. Then we just formed a relationship, you know. And he's like, eventually that relationship led to the first collab. And I call him the Plug. Because he got me in a lot of doors that I couldn't get in. Introduced me to a lot of the celebrities that you might see on my media and stuff.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah. So he was like, man, we need a collab. So we came up with the Plug, and I thought it was fitting for both of us because he represents, like, premium luxury ultimate goods. And so that's what that jacket came. And the theme, he loved the gold and black theme, so we went off of that.
That's dope.
Yeah, that was the first one.
What about the King of Hearts, though? Black joint.
King of Hearts, that with the gold, that was a limited drop. That wasn't a collab. It was just a limited drop I wanted to do for 2023. So there was only 23 pieces exclusively. 23 pieces from sizes extra small to like 4X. And you can only get those, and once they were gone, they were gone. Each jacket is numbered on the back. Yeah. So shout out to those that got it. You know, I think we only got like one left. And that's the one on display.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, one more real quick before you get into it. I got to shout out my last collab.
Yeah.
Man, City of Grind is the brand, and they're based out of Compton.
Oh, I saw that one too.
Yeah. Oh, man, that was fire. So I was excited to work with them. They reached out to me as well because I kind of I did a what was it? No, it wasn't a photo shoot. It was a fashion show with one of the designers over there, and he was like, "Man, I just love your work. Can you design for us?" And they're affiliated with all the guys from Compton, Game, Dre, Kendrick, all those guys stamped them. So we made that happen. That was a success too. We're gonna roll out a second one real soon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. So we got like Ray J.
Oh yeah,
We got. Give us a list of some of the celebrities that are rocking your
look,
swag.
Man, I hate name dropping, man.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's get into it.
We're going to start with Ray J?
Yeah.
All right.
How did that come about?
Okay, because he had on that same jacket. He had the purple one.
He has a purple joint.
Yeah, he had the purple one.
Like, I can't be wearing the same thing.
Yeah, so I met Ray J through the Plug.
Okay.
So he introduced me to him and his whole camp. And he was like, man, yo, let's work. I love your stuff. Let's get into Diddy and this and that. And I was like, you know what? I pulled up on him again at another event, and showed him the LA jacket. He loved it. He started wearing it everywhere on podcasts.
Yeah.
He went on I forgot the name, the Marco's podcast, whatever.
Yeah.
And he was just wearing it everywhere. People kept tagging me. Same thing with Game. He loved it. These guys not even from that part of LA, they're from Compton, but because the jacket is so fresh, they just still show love. Yeah, it goes on down to Neo, DJ Quick. Oh man,
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon.
Go on.
Nick Cannon. Yeah, he got the Black Wall Street piece. He was wearing it everywhere too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went crazy with it. He showed a lot of love. Countless amount of people. I'm bad with names, man. I'm bad with names, but
I'd have them all by heart.
Yeah. I don't know that, but just go on the gram, like Stone Boy. A lot.
Yeah, he has so many he can't even remember.
It's a lot, man. Yeah,
that's how nice he was with it.
Yeah. I'm humbly appreciative.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. You don't always gotta. I mean, you can show the swag, but you can still be humble in it.
Yeah. I'm grateful, man, that people appreciate the work, man, and they just rock with it.
Yes, sir. So you said you grew up drawing.
Yes.
And like that's a gift that you feel like you have.
Yes.
What do you think prepared you for designs, and like how did you hone your craft in order to get to this level?
Yeah, man, I just tapped into my God-given talent, man. Again, it's not something I could say I even thought I was going to be doing, to be honest with you, man. I worked in which is so-called corporate for like 20 years.
Okay.
And then jumped in this thing in 2019, and then soon after the pandemic hit. And so it started off with hats, believe it or not.
I was wondering, I was like, yo, why is it called Head Attire? And it's like
Attire Trendsetter, HAT. But if you see the logo, like those are block letters, those are 3 letters that are blocked out, underlined, hat.
Yeah.
So in the transition happened in the pandemic when I got out to my first store, which was opening in the pandemic. Shout out to Soul Folks right down in Lamert Park down the street.
Yeah.
And once I got in there, it was like a creative space where all creators can just design and feel free to just do whatever they want. And I got with the owner. He was like, man, you got talent, man. You can do whatever you want. And so for Black Wall Street, that's big to me because I don't think that was taught enough in school.
No, it wasn't taught at all.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't learn it until after.
Yeah.
I went to UCLA. They didn't talk about it once.
And I think it's like hidden history, because it's not just Black history, it's American history. So I went on Google, and it bothered me that I didn't see enough of this stuff showcased, like, in apparel. Yeah. I'm like, man, let me just go ahead and make my version of Black Wall Street to bring awareness, because just like people stop you in an LA jacket, I want people to stop and ask what the Black Wall Street jacket is, and that way we can teach now through apparel. So it's like a lesson at the same time as being dope. So we did that in 2021 to commemorate the 100th year anniversary, which would have made Black Wall Street the massacre happened in 1921. So 2021, 100 years later, I did my first Black Wall Street piece right here. This is the very first jacket I ever made.
That's dope.
And so I had a matching fedora, like he's wearing the fedora. This is a photographer, walking through the aftermath of what happened in Black Wall Street in Tulsa in 1921. So 1921. And I want to give the illustration of like the devastation that happened.
Yeah, exactly.
And that would have propelled us for generations, but they unfortunately got burned down. Mm-hmm. And so I want people to learn about what happened. So I did that collection. And after this was a success, it sold out. And I was like, you know what? You're free to do whatever you want. And I became the number one seller. And all these other stores started picking me up.
Okay.
And so, I don't mean to get too far away from it.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, so.
No, that's dope. All right, so we just set the tone. That was the point guard section. Now we're going to move into the shooting guard section where I'm going to shoot you some quick questions.
All right.
You just going to hit them up.
Let's go.
Like Curry.
Let's go.
I'll pass it to you. Let me get it real quick.
Let's get it.
All right. First question. Boom. Lakers or Clippers?
Clippers.
Okay, I was surprised about that.
Yeah.
LeBron or Kobe?
Kobe.
MLK or Malcolm X?
Both.
No, you
gotta choose one.
You gotta pick one.
Because I'm rocking with self-love, and I really don't want to do violence too much. Because Malcolm X is more militant with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Martin Luther King.
MLK. I see. There's diversity. Last time we had
Killmonger,
we had Malcolm X.
Yeah, I'm trying to move in peace.
Today we in peace. Self-love, all that stuff. So you need balance.
Yeah.
All right. YG or Nipsey Hussle?
Nipsey.
DJ
sure.
Mustard or Dr. Dre?
Dr. Dre all day.
Dr. Dre. Showtime Lakers or Shaq Kobe Lakers?
Showtime, man.
Showtime.
Oh man, that was an era.
Yes, sir.
These jackets expired. Showtime.
Yes, sir. For me, that was a difficult one. Red pill or blue pill? Matrix.
You know what? I'm not too familiar with the matrix, but I gotta say blue.
You know, blue pill.
Blue pill.
Right.
But I can't say I know what that means, but I'm just rock
with it. We're gonna keep it good. We're gonna put the definition right there. All right. Yeah, I don't know if that was the right answer. Yeah. Trip to the Caribbean or to Egypt?
Egypt.
Oh, yes, sir.
Egypt, man. We got to see, man. We got to see the tombstones, man.
The pyramids.
Man.
I want to see Imhotep.
You know, they took the jewelry off those guys when they was buried. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So many gems over there. Yeah.
So many gems. A sprint or a marathon?
Marathon.
Marathon. Yeah, I knew you were going to answer that.
Nipsey.
Yes, sir. David or Goliath?
David.
Oh, David. All right, the second David.
Yeah.
Yeah. These questions, they tell you a lot about them.
Yeah.
A little, but they tell you a little bit. You know, he's about peace.
Yeah.
They're about the little guy.
Yeah.
That sprint.
There it is.
Not that sprint, it's that marathon.
That marathon, yep.
Yes, sir. All right, that was the shooting section. We're going to move into the small forward section where we're going to start going a little deeper into you know, our journey.
For sure.
So how important is incorporating your family into your business? It's
very important, man. I make sure that I have a son, 15, a daughter that's 10. I take my son everywhere I go. He's 15, but he's a mature 15-year-old, and he's physically bigger than I am. Yeah. So I take. Do you see him?
I've seen him.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I make sure he comes with me. He's real business savvy, real smart kid.
Yep.
He actually plays golf, but
I played golf too back in the day.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta like link you up with him. Yeah. I make sure I take him wherever I go. I make sure I pay him so he understands how money works, how it's earned, and just like interaction with people, because like these days they're coming up on social media. They don't know like real engagement, but we get to do that when we like move around the city and display our products. So it's definitely family in that way.
Sir.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges in working with your family?
The challenges is that people want stuff for free. And I had to learn to say no, man. After a while, it's business, man. Y'all gonna run my business to the ground. Look, everybody that has a business, okay, if you're family, please support that family member. Don't ask for handouts, because you're not helping them by getting stuff for free. You're actually hurting the business. So family doesn't really understand that, because a lot of us are first generation entrepreneurs. So they think, oh man, you got to just give it to me. But if I give it to you, I won't have to sell somebody else. So that's the way that hurt.
Yeah. For me, like I set the tone early. Oh really? Like, he's like, oh, can I get these? I'm like, yeah, $50.
Yeah. You got to.
And he was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if it's fire enough, your family's gonna buy into it too. Yeah. And now like I have them traveling with me, and I don't have to like, and I have help, and then I could share the bread.
That's how it's supposed to be. It's earned.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then now we have confidence. Now we have a business relationship.
I love that.
On top
of that.
Obviously, there's still some clashes, obviously.
Yeah. I should have did that. Yeah. I just said it early enough.
Yeah, you got to set the standard. It's like I'm a basketball trainer. It's like set the standard. Yo, you're gonna come at this time.
Right.
You're gonna put this effort.
Right.
You're gonna get this many shots up.
There it is.
If you don't, you're not getting playing time.
Yep.
You ain't gonna get to that level.
Yes.
Same thing in business.
Yeah.
You don't pay this, you ain't getting that.
Exactly.
You don't put in this work, you don't get paid that.
I love that. I love that concept.
Yes, sir. So you gotta set the tone. All right. Next question. So what were you doing before being apparel?
So right before this, I was working with management at my last job, which I was at for 20 years at UPS at the airport. Not this one, but way in Ontario.
Okay.
And it was an easy job, man, to be honest. It wasn't hard, labor intensive. I wasn't driving out to the package. I wasn't hands-on physical with anything. But mentally, I wasn't being challenged.
Okay.
And I was just doing the same thing day in and day out. I felt like a robot. You know what I mean? I felt like I had really just nothing to contribute other than just making money. You know? And I wanted more than that. So now, like I said, things just one thing led to another, and I ended up quitting, and then I discovered this business. So that's what I was doing like for the last 20 years. I also did things on the side. So I've always been an entrepreneur. Yeah. So I've had side hustles, but that was my main income.
You always got
so I've done everything from selling shoes. Yeah. I'm the plug as well when it comes to a lot of things. You know, I'm real connected. But yeah, I've always been a hustler at heart, but I always kept that 9 to 5. And now I'm full time with this, and it feels amazing, bro. Yeah.
Hey, okay, to the I've been getting money, what's wrong with you, baby? She want my bag, what's wrong with you, baby? I can see you hating, what's wrong with you, baby? Had to raise my standards, what's wrong with you, wrong with you? Hey, tell me what's wrong with you. Hey, tell me what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong with you? Hey, tell me what's wrong with you. Hey, tell me what's wrong, yo, tell me what's wrong.
Got a call on my line, hey, yo, what's up?
Yeah, so a lot of people, they just don't jump into the entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Like they have that little bit of foundation, a little bit of cash flow. Boom. You have to develop your product development.
Yeah.
And then marketing.
Yeah.
Spreading your name. You can do that with that income.
Right.
And then you get into it.
Yeah.
Like, not everyone has to be like, all right, all the jobs.
I'm
out.
Yeah.
Let me go here. It's like, oh, damn, this is hard.
Yeah. It's risky. A lot of people don't want to take that chance. But a lot of us are not taught to take that chance too. Like, you know, I'm first generation, pretty much entrepreneur. Now, my dad was an entrepreneur. I can't say that. He's a businessman.
My dad was too.
Oh, yeah. So that's probably where we get it from, right?
Yeah, my dad was he was a detective.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's
so
up.
He was like, he just worked from his computer right there.
Yeah.
Like,
so you got to see that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But then he was like raking in all the bread.
Yeah. But most of us don't come up with that. And we come up in the school, the just traditional school system. Most of us come up in public school. So it teaches us how to be employees instead of being bosses.
Yep.
And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with working with people. But I mean, not everybody's also meant for this journey. Not everybody can handle it. But for those who are, really, I really just advise and really just discover whatever it is that you're good at and find a way to make that pay you. And there it is. And that's what I'm doing. This is a blessing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I go to the next part. What motivates you when you wake up?
Man, things like this.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to this, man.
Oh,
like,
me too, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna be driving like 2-3 hours.
Yeah, man, that means a lot to me. Coming from San Diego, that's pretty much coming from Mexico.
Yeah.
So, I just love that people want to come out for me and love what I do, and I just want to give it right back, man. Like right before you came in, some customers. I'm glad they came right before you did because they just went shopping.
I was talking to them when we were coming down.
Really?
They're like, "Yo, this is fire. I got this too."
Yeah. So that's that gratification that I get, and that just keeps me going. It's like fuel to the fire. I just want to grow it more and more and more, and spread this all over the world. Because, like I said, the world needs love. Like, really.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. So in the Black community, like, self-love is needed.
It's needed.
So like,
really needed.
So like, so I want to go deeper into the self-love.
Let's go.
So like, what problem did you see like in the community that you wanted to really like spread like this message? Like, I'm willing to spend hundreds of dollars and
thousands
of dollars to put this message out. Cause we know how difficult it is to put this out. And if you're putting that on there and it's like, self-love, huh?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, man, honestly, it happened by accident, but not accident because nothing is accidental. I watch a lot of people move around and talk positivity into our communities, like Dr. Umar Johnson. Whether you agree with him or not, the dude has some valid points.
Yep.
If you do know about who he is, if you don't, you can always research.
I met him at Long Beach.
Oh, okay,
University here.
Yeah, so there's that way of going about it and soaking up knowledge that way. But unfortunately, a lot of us, especially the youth, they don't like grab that concept of listening and being preached to. So if I made it fashionable, made it cool for you to wear self-love, that might trigger a different thought for that generation.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, I'm not out here repping the BS. It's enough of that. Yeah. Where's the balance? So here's the other side. You know, there's a positive and there's a negative, right? Here's the positive to that negative, to that negative energy that's just being spread all throughout our community. So without all the lectures and the preaching and all that, just wear some fly gear that represents love, that represents positivity.
Yes,
and I feel like I really nailed it. And,
you did.
Thank you. Yeah. And I get that feedback from everybody. 100% of the people that visit, 100% of the people love it.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, so that's that gratification. That's why I do what I do.
That's dope. Yeah. So let's little segue. Like when we first met, like we were doing Black on the Block in LA.
Yeah, Black on the Block.
And literally, I kept staring at this jacket. Like I was like,
yeah.
It's that one right there, the orange joint right there.
The orange kid self-construction.
I was like, all right. So I went in there, like I tried it out, and like low key in my mind, I knew I was gonna get it.
That's dope. Yeah, I appreciate that purchase.
So I saw we got the glasses.
Yeah,
we got the purple joints over here.
Yeah,
the aviator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm like, all right, let me go crazy today.
Yeah.
So I sold a bunch of glasses, got the bread up.
You did.
We're finishing up. And like he gave me an offer I couldn't refuse. I was like,
yeah. I had to show love.
I was like, put that on. And like literally, like it's crazy. Just like you just having that apparel on, people approach you.
Yeah.
Like you're in that spirit of love.
It's crazy, right?
Like it's literally like a representation of like the principles that you have.
Yeah.
So just not like just the concept, but like how fly it looks.
Right.
It helps like amplify like who you are, the aura.
Thank you, man.
I feel.
It means a lot. Yeah, that was a self-construction piece. So that jacket was made to look like a construction worker.
Yep.
Like the average blue collar worker out on the streets that we see every day. But let me make it a theme of self-construction instead of self-destruction.
Yep.
So it was like to build self. A lot of people didn't catch that. It
goes a little deep.
About it, yeah. And I have a black version that we just dropped too, right here. Yeah, so this is the black version. There's the orange one. And it's the same thing where it says self going across, and it's full reflective.
And look, as the fuzzy material.
Yeah. And the L will always represent love.
Has the mirror. And if you had like a flashlight, this will reflect. You see it. It's
full reflective. You're going to light up the city with this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I appreciate you, man, even like soaking that up and gravitating towards that. But that's what I make it for. I try to be creative in every way with it. And people love it, man.
Yeah. Because for me, it's like, I teach preschoolers as well.
Oh,
and like, they gravitate towards love so much.
Yeah, they do.
Like, they soak it up.
Yeah.
It's innocent. So, like, to have, like, a fly way of, like, showing it to adults, too.
Yeah.
Who, like, they might like those bad lyrics.
Yeah.
They might like the destruction, the thottery, the ratchetry.
It's a lot of that going on. Yeah.
But to be able to, like, be, like, a separate light.
Yeah.
Where they can, like, all right, I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it.
But you know what's crazy? Not to cut you either, but I've had the toughest hardcore street guys, thug dudes, gangsters, whatever you want to call it, come in here and embrace the love jacket.
Yeah.
So I know deep down inside, love is in everybody.
Yep.
No matter how the outer appears. Like we all were born the same. We all born with the same blood running through our veins.
Yep.
A heart, 2 ears, eyes, nose, mouth, everything. And so it's in us. So we just need to just have that reflection of us and it'll bring that out of you, I think. And this is my way of doing it. Again, like it's for everybody. People think it's just for one demographic, whether you white, black, purple, male, female, young, old, short, tall. I've had everybody. I've had 7-year-old girls buy the same thing an 80-year-old white male bought. You know what I mean? Young black girl, 80-year-old Caucasian man. Both gravitate towards the same thing. I've never seen that in life in any apparel brand.
Yes, sir.
So this touches everybody across all nations and all walks of life.
That's what I love being able to talk about self-love.
Yeah.
And not being like having to say pause.
Yes.
Like, we do a masculine, fire,
whatever. We can
still have that stand-up aura about ourselves.
Yeah. It's nothing like there's no gimmicks to it. It's not like that's just corny. People like, nah, this is dope.
Yeah.
And I'm talking street guys.
Yes, all right, ladies, we didn't forget about you. So I see you have a feminine line as well.
Yes.
Can you tell us how that came into existence?
Yeah, so I want to say shout out to all the women because honestly, they're my biggest consumers and supporters.
Yep.
So
I know a lot of people don't like.
A lot of people think because I'm a guy.
Yeah.
That I
female support.
Yeah. First they look at it and say like you're a black guy. So is it for black people? And then is it only for men? So I got to step out and say, you know what? Shout out to my ladies because they support me the most.
Yeah.
All ladies, all walks of life. So I had to give them their own collection. So right over there we have that lace windbreaker lace together. I can pull it out.
Yeah, pull
it out, man.
Pull it out real quick.
Lace windbreaker. So this was the last summer one, and we're gonna keep this rocking for the rest of the summer.
Yes, sir.
So I just want to do things that never been thought of or seen before. This gives you that old school Leah vibe from the 90s,
yes, sir.
But then it got the sexy lace front, and it's so lightweight, you can wear it with anything. You can wear it by the full side with a bra, you could dress it up and put a shirt under it, denim jeans, skirt, whatever. And so...
It's one of those crop joints too.
Oh, the crop, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so the crop is back there.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we did the crop one.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
He has the full size ones, and he also has the
crop,
the crop midriff joints as well.
Oh, you know what, the crop just sold. It's in the back, but we'll show this right now.
Okay.
This is more like unisex.
Okay.
Yeah, this is more like I wanted to give like, it reminds you of a Letterman, even though it's not because of the collars and stuff, but it's a mesh, so it's like see-through.
Yeah, the material.
Yeah, you can get sexy with this. You want to do like tank top, no shirt. You want to do a hoodie, you can do a lot with this.
Yeah.
We got
I saw
three
Chris
colors.
Brown wore that in one of his recent.
Oh yeah,
video. That's that style.
Yeah. And so it represents love the same way, and everything's backwards too to reflect love forward when you look in the mirror. So that's why everything's backwards.
Oh, that's dope.
I had a customer hit me like a girl got it, and she was like, she called me like, "Hey, why is it backwards? Is it a mistake?" I'm like, "Nah, look in the mirror." She was like, "Oh."
Yeah. I was wondering that too.
Like, nah, it's backwards for a reason because it's for you.
Okay,
it's for yourself.
I thought it was to stand out.
Yeah, you can say mirror on it. You know?
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Man. All right, so that was a small forward section. We got a little deeper into our journey. Now we're gonna go into the power forward section where we go hard now.
Okay.
We're gonna ask the hard question. All right, so as an entrepreneur, what's the toughest thing you've endured in your journey so far?
Man, the toughest thing I would say is starting this thing off because like I said, I'm a first generation business guy. So I didn't know to go after the proper funding and go through the proper channels to start a business. Yeah. I just went out there and popped the trunk with some hats, and then that kind of did the snowball effect and grew.
Yeah.
But I think the challenge is trying to fund it all yourself, because I'm fully self-funded 100%. I haven't taken the business loan yet, but now I'm going back to restructure everything. So that was a tough challenge because I'm growing so fast that I need to fund all this stuff.
Yeah.
And when it comes out of pocket, a lot of times it can get strenuous. It costs me, man, so much money.
Yeah. Guys, it takes like making glasses like these, it costs like $1,000.
There you go.
Yeah. Like in jackets, same thing.
So you can imagine, right?
Yeah.
We're doing high level stuff.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
This is not cheap.
Oh no, those Lettermans, when we get into it, man, the Lettermans, like, we talking about full genuine leather. Like, I want the quality to be the best because we talk about Black excellence, but I want to show Black excellence.
Yep.
So I need to show y'all the best materials, show y'all the real genuine leather, show y'all the suede, show you the proper inner lining with the silk satin. You can wear those jackets with shirtless and you can feel like you in bed sheets. Like, I want it to feel like elevated. Some people see it and they see the price is $444. They like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Not like you're robbing me, but like, oh no, it's worth it.
Yeah, you got the quality, you got the message.
Yeah. But some people like have tried to like buy these jackets off of my customers' backs for like 3 times as much. I've had them say, yo, a guy offered me $1,200 to take a jacket off my back. I'm like, do I need to raise my prices? Now I'm gonna keep it $444.
That's good vibes though.
Yeah.
All right, what's one thing, so like in your life that you think prepared you for entrepreneurship? Cause like you have the actual being in the journey, but what do you think like beforehand?
Oh man, so many life lessons, man, prepared me for this. I can go on down the list. I was a kid. I moved around so much. So I'm from LA, but I didn't always live in LA. So in my early teens, I moved to Chicago, moved to the outskirts of LA, moved to Africa. Ooh, so I'm picking up, So because my dad, I'm first generation American. Both my parents are from Ghana. My dad is half Lebanese. So he's still out there. So I had to go live with him for almost 3 years as a kid. And those lessons in Africa taught me a whole different thing that I didn't even know about. Yeah. And I implement all those lessons to this day with what I do.
So give us like one culture, like major cultural difference.
Oh,
you
man.
go to Africa and you're like, oh dang, that's different.
Africa teaches you respect.
Yeah.
Off top, you gotta have respect. And so that's why everywhere I go, I try to carry that with me. And that's big. It's not in American culture. We like we're saying, we pushing all the negativity through media, through music, through whatever, But Africa, I'm always grounded, man. Respect is everything. So I want to give it in order to get it. I don't want to go around demanding it. There's a way to demand it without demanding it. And the only way is to give it.
Exactly.
Usually you get that respect back. You play ball, right?
Oh yeah, you got to walk in the room with that vibe.
Yeah, so when you walk in the room, there's always like, you play pickup, right? It's a guy on the court like trying to cause problems, right? Trying to be the bully, right?
Yeah.
Right? Walk up to that guy, right? And just shake his hand. Hey man, I love what you do. Just establish that respect with him. He gonna look at you different, like, oh, I can't trip on this guy. Like, he's cool.
No, that's not how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do
Yeah, you gonna do that. I got in trouble with that, fighting on the basketball court and all, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
But
I tried
it. Yeah, it's always gonna be a knucklehead somewhere. You just gotta establish, like, look, it's love here. You ain't gotta feel threatened by me and beat your chest all in front of me. We all grown men, but I respect you, respect me, and we just keep it like that.
Yes,
yeah, that works for me these days, for the most part.
Yeah, so you can see he chooses peace. Like.
Yeah, I choose peace, man. I mean, only if necessary, defend yourself. But I mean, we're not here causing problems, man.
No, I love it. I love
it.
Yeah. All right, so growing up in LA,
yes,
like when I was at UCLA, like that's when the Nipsey Hussle stuff happened.
Oh
like,
man, you talking like 2018 or something?
Yeah, he was out like that. Yeah, set the city on fire.
Yeah.
Like, give us a couple like crazy.
Oh my God, I got nonstop, man. Well,
a couple of them. For me, that was the main thing. Like, I was rocking this album heavy.
Yeah.
Like I was listening before finals.
When he passed or after?
Right before. Right before. Like I'm listening to the last time that I checked. Like I was listening like every day before like my classes and all that. And then he's gone.
Nipsey, it's funny, man. I saw Nipsey too, man, a few years when he was on his rise. And it just seemed like the dude was embraced by so many people, man. I didn't know him. I never spoke to him, but like he was like literally standing where the camera is. And he just had all these people around him. It just seemed like they embraced him.
Yep.
And he's a powerful guy when you look into it, but like the environment, like you say, we grow up in, it's kind of rough. No different. I mean, he came up over here, which isn't far. Slauson and Crenshaw is right down the street. We're at the Crenshaw Mall right now. Landmark too. And I came up across the way over in West LA, over by where I guess they would say Blueface, that artist.
Blueface fire too.
Yeah. So I came up over there by World on Wheels and all that. Yeah. And back in that area where I came up in was just as rough. You know, you're talking about gang banging, fights, shootouts, everything. You know, like I said, we couldn't even wear these LA jackets to school. You couldn't, you know, you get jacked to Jordans. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm getting away from your question again. Remind me.
Yeah. No, so give us some crazy, like, some of that stories. For me, it was a Nipsey Hussle.
For you, growing up as a kid?
No. Like, when I was here.
Oh.
Yeah.
You want me to give a story?
Yeah, give a story you got. Like, tough, like, something you learn from.
I learned so many. Let me give you a quick one. Shit, what stuck to me, man? I mean, growing up in LA, you just got to be aware of your surroundings because obviously the colors and the gangbanging thing. Not so much now, but back then. So that kind of hurts me. You see a red jacket behind you?
Yeah. That's so fire, though.
And it's funny because you see, it's so nice. Like, I made it for the red carpet, right?
Yeah, check that.
And celebrities actually wore it. Bobby Brown actually wore it recently on his on the.
I've seen it on some of those.
Yeah,
red
so
carpets.
shout out to Bobby Brown too. Yeah, his team picked it up. But because we're still in the street mentality. Dang, I grew up on a blue. I can't wear red. I'm gonna be seen as a certain way. You know, those are, I guess, some of the lessons. I guess, you know, kind of your awareness if you're in LA. But I think that if you just carry a different kind of energy, like you can wear whatever you want. That's how I move. Like,
yeah,
I'm not saying I'm tough and nothing can happen to me, but I just really carry that energy. That look, I'm not on that. You know, I'm just representing fashion. Like, fashion comes in all colors.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I get away with just coming up, you know, the streets, the gang banging and all that stuff. It just taught me how to move with caution and kind of be aware of your surroundings. I would say that. I've seen a lot, man.
Yeah. No, I'm a Dago. Like, I never wear red ever.
Oh, really? See what I'm saying?
That's my favorite color, but like, when I'm there, it's like, no.
Yeah, you don't want problems, right?
We're going black all day.
Yeah. Still.
Yeah. So
man, like, that's crazy.
There's a smartness to it.
It's
it's like, it shouldn't be that way. It's like, all right,
but that's what it is.
Yeah. You want to be in a hospital?
Yeah. Like I said, just move. If you know that you're in an environment like that, you don't want those problems, just don't wear it there, you know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so that pretty much concludes our power forward session. Now we're going to get into the center session.
Okay.
So what do you see yourself like at the end of this year?
At the end of this year?
Optimal, like things going, hitting all cylinders. What do you see yourself?
Growing, continue to grow. Every year it's just been growth. And pivoting, making decisive decisions. I've been in a few retail stores and I've seen the ups and downs of that too.
Yep.
You know, retail comes in waves. So finding that market, like we talked off camera, going out of state. I want to expand this brand because like the world really does need to see it. So right now I'm currently branching out to other states. So that's why I see myself at the end of the year, just more awareness throughout the nation.
Yeah. Like for me, I was like, yo, I see him like Texas.
You, man.
I see you like in New York.
New York is asking for me too.
Yeah, I see you in New York. I see you in Florida.
Thank you.
I think all those areas, like,
you
get a piece or two up in there.
Yeah.
You can start that fire.
Right.
So we were talking about like I'm going to Texas to do a Black on the Block.
Yeah.
Huge festival.
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that. Like just immersing yourself in new markets.
Yes.
And you never know what'll happen. Like now I have people, they're always tagging me. Oh, look, next gen glasses.
Man, it's powerful.
Oh, look at these Buffies. They're fire.
Yeah.
These are my favorite glasses.
Yeah.
And they're showing everybody.
That's dope.
And next thing you know, you're like, all right, yo, who made that?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, we got a store down here. Like, that's what it's all about.
A lot of opportunities have come from this industry, and I'm blessed, man. I've been on TV shows. I mean, I've been on a lot of red carpets, movie premieres, celebrities, you name it. Like, so much networking opportunity comes from what we do. This is what I do love about it, and it's the perks that comes with it. And I just want to better prepare myself for when these opportunities come. I don't drop the ball. A lot of times I'm just overwhelmed with information.
Yeah.
And I got to hire the right assistants and stuff now to execute on these opportunities.
Yeah, exactly. What do you see yourself in 5 years? So like, people have those vision boards.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what, man? To be honest, I don't have a 5-year vision board, man, because I definitely see myself growing and successful. But whatever route it goes, because it can go, it's like a freeway. There's so many lanes to get to this destination.
Yeah.
But I don't even think I have a final destination. My final destination, I'm already living it. Yeah. I'm happy, I'm successful, you know, I'm doing what I love, I'm getting paid to do what I love.
Yeah, right.
And if I just think about a destination, then once I get there, then I'm like, now what? You know?
You said new goals.
Yeah, new goals. There's always going to be new goals, but those new goals come along the way for me.
Yeah, okay.
You know, my final destination is to be healthy, living in happiness, and doing what I love to do. And I feel like I'm doing it now and just watching it grow into whatever it grows into. That's a little cliche to say, but that's what it is for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So 5 years, I can't say what it'll look like now, but I know as long as God gives me the life and the energy and the breath to do it, it's going to be, I can't wait to see it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but while I'm waiting, I'm enjoying the process.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's go a little deeper. So in terms of centering yourself, how do you center yourself in life? Like spirituality, meditation?
Yeah.
How do you like the crazy waves, the ups and downs? How do you stay centered in life?
You know what? Basketball.
Basketball. Yes, sir. We're talking about
and God. Yeah, I don't meditate, but I definitely pray every day. I pray over every little thing, even food, man. Like, we got to be grateful for
right
food.
before this.
Yeah, we got to pray for the food that we eat. We take it for granted and just like all this nasty and throw it away. But like I said, Africa taught me, like, man, be grateful. I seen starvation. Like people really, they don't come to you. Homeless people in Africa, it's a different kind of homeless. Like they don't want money, they want food. They'll come to you like, give me something to eat.
Yeah, and
that always stayed with me. So pray for my food. Be thankful that I have food. Be thankful that I have this life that I have. You know. Because we always tend to look at people that's doing better, like, dang, I'm doing bad. I need to be like this billionaire that I saw on YouTube and stuff. And it's like, what about the guy that just asked you for money on the way in?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're doing a lot better than most people.
Yep.
And as long as you strive and continue to do better, don't be so hard on yourself, you know, but just know that you have it better than most and be grateful and appreciative. And that's what centers me, man. Like, we in LA, man, it's people all over the streets. It's like crazy right now. It's ridiculous. Like zombie land out here.
When I was out here, I was giving money like every day.
Yeah. And
I was going to like Burger King and just like, yo, burger. It's like, oh yeah, appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. And I'm around a lot of people like multimillionaires. I have a lot of homies that are rich, right? And it's like, that ultimately doesn't bring happiness. I've seen people unhappy.
Not at all.
I mean, bank accounts like full. And so for me, it's about like being grounded and being just humble and grateful. And basketball helps too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm on that court every day. I want to get that shootout with you.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna get that.
Yeah.
We're gonna get that.
For sure.
All right. One more question. Got it. Here we go.
These are unworn, huh? These brand new.
Oh, one more time.
Okay.
All right. So you have all these symbols on all your jackets, right?
Yes.
So what would you say, like, in your heart, like in your mind, what are the principles you live by?
The principles I live by when it comes to self-love.
Yes, sir.
Self-respect. And that goes long, man. It's deep because it's like once you have that self-love with your self-respect, you will automatically run these filters through people that you encounter in life.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to encounter all types of people with all walks of life, different energies, negative, positive, whatever.
Yep.
And if you have that real self-love for yourself, you know how to like filter all these people because what I do comes with a lot, and I'm sure you can relate.
Oh, yeah.
You do these pop-ups, it's like 1,000 people in your face, right? We need to do this. I got this business deal. I got this. How is this? It's all this energy. And some people have good intentions, some have bad.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know. But I'm able to filter because I have that self-love for myself. So I'm only going to allow myself in certain spaces. And I'm only going to give myself, I'm almost like I'm exclusive. I have to treat myself like a treasure. We all are.
Yep.
And if you look at it that way, you would only allow, you would tolerate certain energies. You won't deal with anybody on some negative stuff. You'll move in a positive way. You'll surround and attract that. So that's what works for me.
Yeah. No, same thing with me. Like, you don't come with like love.
Yeah.
Like that joy.
Yeah.
Like that just feels like it's gonna like take energy out and life out of me.
Yeah.
So like for me, it's like I like almost repel those people now.
Right.
And those people who love, like I can just feel it. I can see it in their voice.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Man.
Like you gotta like you're gonna like attract what you put it out.
Yeah.
Just like you said. You got self-respect, self-love.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Self-love, self-respect, and Black excellence. Like I say, we try to spread a little word of Black Wall Street.
Yes, sir.
You know, through apparel. And you'll see some X stuff over there to reference like the great Malcolm X. Little subtle messages, man, to highlight Black excellence and excellence overall. Like I'm really big on this Black Wall Street thing, man, because it's like my homeboy Kareem Grimes, who's an actor. He on the segment he did. I forget the name of the show, man. My bad. I'm gonna remember it in a minute. But he's like, bring Black Wall Street to the beach. He said that, right? And it's like, Black Wall Street is something I think that we needed. Like we're here in Afro City. This is like a form of Black Wall Street.
Yep.
A bunch of Black creators under one roof, you know, making magic happen and doing their God-given talent. And if we all come together and circulate our dollars, man, and we spend with each other, and we don't glorify like other brands that don't support our communities, man, I think we start getting on that level, man, we'll be Black Wall Street again. That will be another one.
Yes, sir.
You know.
On that note, we're gonna end it. Appreciate you, bro.
Always, brother. Appreciate you.
Man.
Come on. Yeah.
All right, so tell us your website, Instagram.
Yeah. Make sure you follow, man. Social media is called Head Attire. HEAD Attire on all platforms, and headattire.com online.
Yes, sir. And then make sure go to nextgenemf.com. Cop the glasses. We got the Royales right here.
Yeah.
We got the Aviators.
Oh, you see the frames,
over
man.
there.
Yeah, you
18K gold right on the side.
Oh, really?
There. Yep.
Oh, we stunning.
Yeah, you got the gold plate right there.
Hey, let's go.
400. We got the purple joints right here. These are the most popular right here. Make sure to go to Next Gen Sports 1 for our basketball training segment as well. Twitter handle and our Instagram handle is NextGenEMF. NEXGENEMF. It's your boy Swish, your boy Mel. Pleasure having y'all. Afro City, LA. We'll catch y'all next time.
I wish we had a basketball you could just spin on.
Oh, I do have a basketball.
Like that.
I have a basketball mate too. Yes, sir. I do have a basketball.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's dope.
That was fun.